All right. Let me just wait for this Instagram to link up. We'll get started here. All right. Now we're talking. Go live. Bing bong. What's good? It's Wednesday, the 15th. And I've been moving tons of stuff because I shut down my shop. All the things took longer than I thought. And so what I have is, after I went through all the boxes, I have a bunch of random stuff that I already uploaded to the site. So I uploaded this stuff to the site. I'll run through what I put up there, and if there's a few cool baits that I'll talk about. So what's in stock, and also PCS shows coming up. That's my first show that I'll be at probably this year, and I'm planning on doing an in-store type deal at LA Fishing Alliance very soon, plus the donations. So we'll talk about the donation thing first, and then we'll do the baits. So with the donations, John from Stabent put it together. He asked me if I would help him get a bunch of stuff and make it like a collection point, and we could go drop it off to everybody that needed help in the fires. So we did that. We found out that they don't really want used clothing, but we were able to drop those off at a women's shelter, the House of Ruth, Los Angeles House of Ruth. They were very appreciative. There was a lot of kids' clothes. We had diapers and stuff like that. But if you've seen the post, Mark from Performance Tackle wanted to make a post about it. You could drop off at all these bait shops around town. Bob Sands. I can't remember everybody that's on board. Save On. Doesn't matter. All you have to do is go back to the post and look at it. You can drop off your stuff at any of those places. Water, feminine products, shavers, toothpaste, toothbrushes, all those things. I just want to put that out there because it is really an ongoing thing that people need help with, regardless of the politics involved, which seem to already be coming about. There is real people that need help. So anyways, I'm glad that Mark wanted to help with that, and John brought me in on that. I was pretty stoked on that too. So anyways, if you could help out, let me know. The rods are out. We have our rods out. iRod has a Genesis Sniper and the Quirkus Toxic Swim. Those are both my designs, 7'6". The Quirkus is $200. The iRod Genesis is $150. I don't have any in my site, but I'm pretty sure they are available through retailers, or you can hit up iRod directly. So let's get into the baits. Went through boxes, found a bunch of stuff that was just kind of like sitting on the shelf at the old shop, or hadn't been put up, or was kind of like bait blim. So we got some classics like this. You could sign on the resin Wade Hogs. Dang, this thing is shining, mate. So this is a red air version of the resin Wade Hogs right here. Let's see if we can click this down a little bit. So boom, red air. There's a D-bag. There's a bluegill. There's a tequila sunrise on there. Those are just the standard hogs. I think there's one of each. So a lot of these, there's one. So you want to jump on there, you know what I mean, and grab what you can. A couple of these, one of my favorites in the Toxic lineup, like if not my favorite, this is the Bugle Lips in Iceman. You can see it's just like, because of this LED light, the silver scales are just blasting. But this is a super cool wake bait, super badass wake bait. And it kind of swims crooked and weird and not the way it really should, or fluid, but whatever it is about that knock. And then you can see the joint. The joint is different than other joints out there. And this bait is made to wake on the surface, cause like a gurgle and a slap and a splash, and it gets smoked, man. This is my jam right here when I'm throwing a wake bait. So there's a couple of those on there. I did one of these just for fun a while ago. This is the watermelon muskrat. If you want to see better stuff, you just sign right onto the site. Everything's in stock. You just go to toxicbaits.com and you could look at it. There's a video of this up close because it's a little glary, but you see the back has stripes, sides white with red and black speckles. I call it watermelon. I don't know. I was tripping. I made a mink. There's only one of them. So it's a great wake bait. If you guys haven't thrown this has a modified version of that bugle lips joint. Really cool, really loud. This stays up. If all the baits of mine, if you want a bait that's really hard to crank under, this is the one. You can see the bill. This thing is a plows and it gets smoked. The muskrat is one of my favorite profiles. Short, fat, good to go. There's also just a regular old brown one in there. Also, we found some of these scum lines that Danny painted. The micro mink short lip. Short lip is dope, man. Not everybody does the short lip thing, like or has one or might be familiar. My normal micro mink has that big lip. It pulls it under even though it floats up. I like to weight them heavy, but I like to crank my rats down most of the time, right? Well, if you're a surface guy, what this short lip does is I put the hog snapper lip in there, and instead of having more of a head-driven wobble, it like rolls and stays shallow. It only gets like 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet, and it stays near the surface, and it's more like a spastic, rolly, it still wiggles, but it has more roll, and it's more of like a spastic action, which I really like. I think there is some type of rodents that when they're on the surface panic like that, but a lot of rodents swim through the water because they know how it goes. But there's a couple of those. Bing bong. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple. There's one of these blue and black paint blems. I think it's like $110. Micro mink. Can't go wrong. Black and blue. Standard setup. There's a couple blackouts. These are $100 because they're just black paint. But standard micro mink. People love black rats, so I figured I'd just hit them black. Call it good. Cheap price, easy paint. There's a couple big lips left. These are the standard Snapper 2.0s, but we put the big lip in them, so they really kind of like head, like face down, ass up, like wiggle, and you can reel them a little slower, and they get a little deeper when you do crank down. But it's a cool bait, cool modification. If you have a regular whippersnapper and you get the lip out or it falls out, you can always put the mink lip in it, and it'll do the same thing. It's just a high float, bigger lip. So a couple of those, a couple of these guys right here, mini Trucha glide, 8-inch glide, son. This shit is dope. I know there's so many glides out there, but that's our little hydrofoil, the peduncle, caudal peduncle. So cool bait, cool color. This is like silver scales, silver and gold scales. It's just getting blown out by that, by that light. But anyways, you can see it right on this cool thing. It's called turquoise shad. This is a glide bait. This sinks at a moderate rate. You could put size 2s on here if you want. If you want it to sink super slow, right? All the way up to 1 aught. It pitches great with all the hook size that comes with size 1, but it falls at kind of like faster, a little faster than most slow sinks, because like sometimes you need to stay down like 3 or 4 feet, even with the faster retrieve. I mean, with the faster sink, it's hard to keep some deep. So these are weighted a little heavier. If you want to float it shallow, you use size 2 hooks, and it's still a slim, cool body. You're not going to lose a lot of fish because it's small hooks. So a couple of these up there. This color is like, I had it up before. I found another one buried. This is like the green shad. So those are my shad colors in those glides. There's still a little stack of these boys in there. Quad Loco. I don't know if I have a tail in one of them. Little Quad Loco action. This one just doesn't have a lip in it. But We got a little stack of these still. These are cool bluegill bait. I know it's not bluegill season, but who knows what I'll be making when it is bluegill season. But that's a cool bait. A lot of people didn't even know that I made it, I found out. So it's a 4-piece alternative to most, offerings out there. Bing bong. This has been up there for a while. This is a cool bait. Forgot that's like a modified lip. But rainbow trout micromink. See, I'm just like tweaking out on my own stuff. But rainbow trout micromink. Good color for right now. Let's see. I think that's most of the stuff I loaded up. There's a square bill, winter gill. What else we got? Yeah. So there's that stuff, and there's the stuff that's been up there. Slob stopper popper and some slender snappers and that turquoise shad. It's what's been up there already. Hello, Paul. That big lip snapper fish is so easy, but the short lip snapper is catching them. All right. What's up, Paul? Espanol version. I'm working on my Espanol version, bro. I'm working on I got to get the app, right? I got to get the program so I can learn how to speak Spanish. But slob stopper popper, bro. Look at that concave head. A lot of people didn't know I made this. So some people are throwing top water in the winter. They'll still eat it. Cool bait. I thought it was. So it pops out of the head. It sits low and fucking spits water. Cool. And then, if you guys didn't know, the slender snapper is like the smallest guy. Smallest gill-shaped offering, that's for sure. Cool bait. Circuit board lip. So, I think Bing Bong is this. Yeah, I like that. Bing Bong is the same in Spanish, bro. It encompasses all languages. Bing Bong encompasses all languages, all cultures, So, those baits are up. All my ABS baits are up. That's all I'm going to get. That's my 4 colors in the junior, the bluegill in the hogs. I'm supposed to get a small amount of the toxic shad in the hogs. We'll see how that goes. We sold a bunch of those and relips, so I just went all in on the toxic gill. I'm learning about this game, and I don't know. You never know if you're gonna be able to get more or not, or what you're gonna have to do. So I got a stack, but it's not infinite. So if you guys have a bait shop that you might want to carry toxic, you guys can hit me on the DMs or whatever, or you could ask them to send me an email. I'm pretty friendly with bait shops now. I'm looking to establish the dealer network, and we're looking to drop the OMR Junior pretty early spring. So we're going to stagger the drops. OMR Junior will be here. That's the one that everybody really was interested in. So that's what I decided to bring first. Full production, thousands of packs. So our ABS stuff is our little, introductory to the mass production market. And then we're going to have a bunch of soft baits, hopefully, that hit the market. And we're going to continue to expand our catalog in that ways. Walker. Bruh. You mean the pupfish? So also, what else did I say? Oh, I probably said some other bullshit. Oh, the PCS show. But you're gonna start. I'm gonna put these on the site. So I've always ran embroidery hats. They're a little high end, price wise, and I really take a hit. I don't make much profit because the stitch count is so high with the cool bass, right? So I'm probably gonna end up throwing those up, same price, like $35 a lot of times for that high stitch count embroidery, like this calico that I normally have. It just costs a lot, for to have it done. But this is going to be the new alternative. We're going to have these hats up for like $25. It's really dope material. I found these blanks multiple styles. This is like a bit bill 5-panel type deal. I really like this like surfer style that I've been rocking. You probably see me rocking the surfer style one, but there's flat bill versions, and it comes with the press. With this material, the press works really well and able to have a really high quality hat with toxic stuff on it and still give you guys a good price. So you'll be seeing those to go along with the other ones. The mega hats. Fucking mega bowl. I got a mega bowl for you. That's about it, bruh. And PCS show. PCS show. LA Fishing Alliance Performance Tackle. I'm probably going to split my time and stuff between them. They've been super supportive, both of them. And you'll see me pushing hard, just like I had my own booth, but moving into retailers. I thought the move was to make sure I took care of them and not, sell on top of them. So I'll be there. I'll have my ABS production stuff, whole bunch of the soft baits. I don't know if my OMR juniors won't be done by then. They'll probably be done hopefully around then, but they're not going to be there. But I'll have a whole bunch of my weedless stuff, my soft, my bob that you guys haven't seen yet. I've been talking about. You're going to see those like anytime. I just got to get to the shop, but I'll have stacks of them there for all the saltwater guys. And we'll have all my ABS stuff. I'll have a whole bunch of gear, hats, calico gear for saltwater guys, the regular bass stuff. We'll be having a party. I love the shows. I love doing shows. And now I still get to do the shows, and I'll be able to support the retailers that have chosen to support Toxic, which is awesome. So the PCS show is awesome. If you guys haven't went, it's down here in Costa Mesa. They have everything. It's pretty fire. They have every boat, every freshwater, saltwater. They have demos going all over the place. It's a cool place to attend. So hopefully I'll see you there. Hopefully I'll see you somewhere. Oh, and LA Fishing Alliance. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, but it's going to be before the PCS show, I'm sure. I just have so many things seem to be stacking up. But I'm going to do an in-store event there where I have all my products, my soft bait stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to get some eye rods in the Toxic Swim or the Genesis Sniper and have those, and we could run some combo deals so we could support LA Fishing Alliance and get you guys some toxic baits. I'll do a bunch of the soft plastic stuff because I know not everybody wants the ABS, especially this early in the year. But I also have some saltwater hard bait stuff, like this lipless Quad Loco Iceman that I have listed up there. This is a moderate sink. You just fire it out and you can burn it. Darts all over the place. You can put this right in the salt, especially if you just put like if you get a Viking swing head or something like that, bing bong, snap it, swivel it to the front of this. It'll just hold it down. You burn it even faster. You can add tape or you can just do something simple like that. But I'm going to have other saltwater stuff there. This is my new profile. I really like to make lipless stuff for the salt, but I'll have the mini trucha in sardine and mackerel and mint probably for that event as soon as I can line it up. So, all right. I don't know. I guess that's all encompassing of what I have there. You'll be seeing the sabers back in stock very, very soon. Just waiting to get my order in with the hot knife and the bottles. Check out the boat bottles if you guys haven't checked out the boat bottles yet. I call them the boat bottles. You can take it to the gym or whatever, But I call it a boat bottle because it's big to carry. It's 64 ounce, half a gallon. This is the white one. That's the Goonie. And the black one Oh, they're both white. Dang, sorry. There's one called Midnight Mist. That's what we have labeled as black. You could also see that on the site. Those were tested by the homie, and I got one, and I ran it for a while, and those work very well. So I know everybody needs the wave frog. I'll have to pour some with the with the other soft baits. It's not frog season for most of us, so I just try to denote my time. It's just kind of me now. There's no shop or anything, so I appreciate everybody's patience. I'm behind on the custom paint orders, but those will all be shipped by next week. So, yeah, happy hump day, hump night, or whatever. Check me out and leave comments or whatever. Hit me on the DMs. Let me know. I'm going to be dropping a whole bunch of new stuff, trying to put some new flavor out there, like soft bait wise and stuff like that. So, and you'll be seeing a whole bunch of new content because I got my stuff lined up. So keep checking the YouTube because I'm going to start uploading a whole bunch of my GoPro adventures in the salt with my freshwater stuff.